Good evening, Dean D. Davison, liveweatherblogs.com, student meteorologist here with your evening and overnight edition here. We're doing this a little bit earlier tonight. It's 9:30 hour here in the East Coast. Let's take a look at what we're going to look at tonight. We're going to do a severe weather outlook, a tropical update, and then get into our forecast here shortly. We're going to start off with our severe weather outlook here. Our severe weather outlook here. We're going to look at Minnesota, which is having massive amounts of storms right now with a mesoscale convective system that is coming through at this current time. We've had 3 reports of tornadoes in Minnesota tonight, and there is tornado watches out in effect. First, let's take a look at the radar here in Minnesota by Intellicast. You can see here we do have that mesoscale convective system, and when we take a look at these systems, we also look at this is a squall line. It bows out. When it bows out like that with this backwards C, you usually get a lot of high winds involved with these systems. These systems also have little breaks in them, and they can cause tornadic thunderstorms. The most probable area for tornadoes, and they have occurred in this section, is called the comma head, which is located here in the cell. The comma head is where you get the most rotation in these mesoscale convective systems and in these actual squall lines. So you have to look at that, and also north of the comma head, we can also get those happening, and that's what we have here, and we've had here tonight. We also have these isolated supercells that are developing that are also causing tornadic warnings to come out on them. Taking a look here is one watch. It's out till midnight Eastern time and or 11 p.m. Central time. This includes Minneapolis, St. Cloud, and then we have this one before that. It's out to 11 p.m. Eastern or 10 p.m. Central. That includes Waterloo and Sioux Falls, and that's for those mainly these isolated supercells that are developing. The other one is for the mesoscale convective systems with the rotation in the atmosphere. Taking a look at the rest of today, this evening's severe weather outlook, you can see we have the severe weather outlook up here, mainly in where this mesoscale convective system is. A lot of this is being generated by the fact that we have the jet stream coming through here. We've also had some damage down here in Washington, D.C. and some flooding. We've had trees down. We've had winds excess of 60 miles an hour. This all happened in that area. We've also had tornado warnings in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and areas in eastern and southeastern Virginia. We'll keep you updated with the reports on that if there anything comes out of them. But this is for the rest of this evening, where you have the most probable areas for severe weather. Heading into tomorrow, it doesn't shift very far to the east, the severe weather, but this is mainly going to be out for mesoscale convective systems and derecho possibilities here in the Midwestern area. We're talking about Iowa, which does not need any more rain. We've had a fatality on Wednesday due to flooding. We don't need any more rain in Iowa. We're going to most likely see more rain in Iowa, and heavy rain at that, and there are going to be multiple mesoscale convective systems develop in this severe weather area tomorrow. So we have to really look out for that. And then we can head ourselves into Saturday, and it does push east a little bit here. Detroit, Michigan, Chicago, Illinois, Indianapolis, Indiana. They're going to be your areas for the most likely area for continued mesoscale convective systems and isolated tornadic activity, as well as hail. So these are areas that we have to look out for in the next few days for development of severe thunderstorms. Now taking a look at the tropics, which are not that active tonight. You can see here, this is our water vapor image from NOAA. This is what used to be Tropical Depression number 5. It's now sitting there in Louisiana. It's going to cause a lot of heavy rainfall and possible flooding for Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, possibly the Carolinas over the next few days. It's going to initiate some heavier rainfall. Also, we can see out here in the tropics, not a whole lot going on in the intertropical convergence zone, and a lot of dry air is entrenched in the intertropical convergence zone. Patterns in the next 2 weeks will change, so definitely stick with Bob. Bob McCaffrey. He'll go more into the future with these systems. Also, let's take a closer look into the Gulf of Mexico. Like I said, here's the low pressure sitting there. We have thunderstorm development around it. but a little too late for any kind of tropical development. It's on land now, and it just will cause a lot of showers and thunderstorms and heavy rainfall. Taking a look now at our Roanoke forecast, which will cool down finally. We're going to get a break in the heat wave starting tomorrow. 88 degrees, chance of thunderstorms, isolated outside risk of being severe. We have a stalled front to the west of us here in the Appalachian Mountains. 72 tomorrow night, 80 on Saturday. It's going to be the nicest day of the weekend. 40% chance of showers here and there, not a rain out. 71 Saturday night, 85 on Sunday, 89 on Monday, and into the 60s on Monday night. We do have a missing number there. And this is for the Roanoke Valley. So we're looking at the information. Severe weather will continue in Minnesota and the upper plains, and we'll give you more information as it comes along here at liveweatherblogs.com. For the overnight edition and late evening edition, this is Dean D. Davison, liveweatherblogs.com. Have a great evening.